Hi, this is Miss Wright, and I'm going to talk about a very brief passage from Act 1 where Cyrano describes the woman he loves. He's having a conversation with his best friend, Mr. Lebray, and during this conversation, Lebray guesses that Cyrano is in love and he wants to know whom is it that he loves. So he says, "Who and what is this woman?" Cyrano responds, "Dangerous, mortally, without meaning, exquisite, without imagining, nature's own snare to allure manhood, a white rose wherein love lies in ambush for his natural prey. Who knows her smile has known a perfect thing." Okay, it sounds like Cyrano is being extremely flattering of this woman, and in a sense, he is. But when you really look at the language, you notice, wait a second, there's some troubling aspects to this language because he refers to this woman as dangerous, mortally dangerous, meaning a woman who could take his life or cause him to lose his life. And if you read the end of the play, you know there's a certain amount of foreshadowing in that. And she would do it without meaning to do it, but it would happen anyway. Exquisite without imagining, meaning that she's unbelievably beautiful, but without even knowing how beautiful she is. Nature's own snare, and a snare is a trap to allure manhood. So this woman is so beautiful, but she's actually a trap for men. Calls her a white rose wherein love lies in ambush for his natural prey. So a white rose is a beautiful flower, perfect flower, represents purity because of the color. Um, but here it says, love lies in ambush for his prey. So love is being personified here, and that makes us think of Cupid, the god of love, who would go about with his arrows seeking people to shoot with arrows of love and arrows of indifference. So he sees her as kind of like bait for a man, where a man would pursue her and then the god of love would shoot him with an arrow of love or indifference. Who knows her smile has known a perfect thing. The passage continues by saying, she creates grace in her own image, brings heaven to earth in one movement of her hand. Nor thou, O Venus, balancing thy shell over the Mediterranean blue, nor thou, Diana, marching through broad, blossoming woods, art so divine as when she mounts her chair and goes abroad through Paris. So in this passage, we have him also comparing her to the goddess Venus, who is Aphrodite, and the goddess um, Diana, who is um, Artemis, goddess of the hunt. And not only is he comparing, but he's saying that she is actually more beautiful than those women. When she goes about Paris, she's actually more attractive than the goddesses. And when he's speaking to the goddesses, when he says, nor thou, O Venus, um, or Diana, he's talking to them. That's called an apostrophe. So that's a literary term to remember. It's an apostrophe speaking to a character or a thing that cannot respond. Okay, so he here has decided that she's even more beautiful than the goddesses. So these are some literary terms that apply to this passage. Symbolism. The snare is a symbol of this woman being dangerous, this woman being a trap. The white rose is also a symbol of her beauty, but also her purity. The idea of idealist versus realist is in this passage because this is a highly idealized view of a woman. I don't know if any woman could actually live up to this idealistic portrayal of her. We had the apostrophe where he is actually speaking to Venus and Diana for a moment, and they are obviously not there. And I took this quote which I thought really summed up the idea of an apostrophe. It says, a writer or a speaker using an apostrophe detaches himself from reality. There goes reality versus idealist versus realist, and addresses an imaginary character in his speech. So that's completely appropriate. Um, Mythological allusion to Venus, the goddess of love, and Diana, the goddess of the hunt. So even though it was really a brief little passage, there was a lot there. And I'm just using this to show you how to really pull out different aspects of passages. Even the shorter speeches have a lot that you can unpack. Okay, so my questions to you are, can any woman live up to this comparison? Aren't we bound to be disappointed, or isn't he bound to be disappointed in this woman at some point? Idealist versus realist, which one is most likely to lead an unhappy life, do you think? Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I hope it helps you with your presentations, no matter which act you're working on. Look for passages, long or short, and try to unpack them, and make sure you have gleaned them for all their literary details. And I will see you back in class. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.